Today we'll be making the Pesto Shrimp Couscous with parsley and bell pepper. Let's start with preparing the ingredients. First off, let's start with the lemon, bell pepper, tomato, and green onions. First off, trim and mince green onions and make sure that you keep the white and green portions separate. Next, we need to stem, seed, remove the ribs, and cut the yellow bell pepper into 1/4-inch dice. Next, we core the tomatoes and cut them into 1/4-inch dice. Then the lemon, half the lemon lengthwise and juice them. Then we wash and mince the parsley, both leaves and stems. Here's all the vegetables we need: tomato, bell peppers, lemon juice, parsley, green onions in the white and green portions separately. Next, we need to cook the couscous. Place a medium pot over medium-high heat and a little bit of olive oil. Add the tomatoes, bell peppers, the white portions of the green onions, and stir occasionally for about 3 to 4 minutes. Cover it up, and we're getting ready to add in the couscous and 1 1/4 cups of water. Stir occasionally, and then we add in the Mirepoix base. Keep stirring, and then add in the Chimichurri Seasoning. Here you can also add in a little bit of salt, personal preference, and then we increase the heat to high and bring to a boil. Once boiling, we need to cook until all the liquid is nearly evaporated for about 6 to 7 minutes. While we let the couscous cook in the hot pot, we continue to dry the shrimp and also make the sauce. So we first combine the pesto, the parsley, and the green portion of the green onions, about 2 teaspoons of the lemon juice, and a little bit of olive oil, and a pinch of salt in a mixing bowl. Mix them and set aside. Then we move back to the burners and cook the shrimps. Heat about 1 teaspoon of olive oil in a pan over high-medium heat, and add in the shrimp and cook undisturbed. Remember to check on the couscous while we're waiting on the shrimp. Once the colors change on one side, flip them over, usually for about 2 to 3 minutes. Once the couscous are ready, remove them from the burner and set on the counter. Also personal preference, but don't cook the shrimp for too long. It's going to lose the moisture and it's becoming too dry. Then we add the sauce that we make with pesto, parsley, and the green portion of the onions into the shrimp and mix them well. And that would be one part of the dish, which is the shrimp with the sauce. And then we put the couscous on the side. If you want the plate to look nicer, just make it half and half shrimp and half couscous. Then finish up with some lemon juice, 1 or 2 teaspoons to your personal preference. The final dish presents well with the vibrant colors and the crunchiness from the couscous and the bell peppers. Bon appetit! Recipe courtesy of Home Chef, and this was the Pesto Shrimp Couscous with parsley and bell pepper. It took us about 25 to 35 minutes. I would say it's an intermediate level recipe.